So in this video, I want to talk about how intermittent fasting improved my life, improved my business, and also improved my productivity. And truth be told, intermittent fasting is something that I've been doing for quite a long period of time right now. And I can honestly say that implementing intermittent fasting into my life and into my daily routine has definitely been one of the best things that I've ever done for myself, for my health, and for my productivity and my business. So in this video, I basically want to go through 4 different benefits of implementing intermittent fasting into my life and also talk a little bit about my experience about actually doing it. So without further ado, let's just dive right into it. So the first benefit of intermittent fasting that I experienced was that it helped me to focus a lot better and it produced higher quality work in a shorter amount of period of time. So that's a huge benefit for myself personally, but also a huge benefit for my business. So for example, in the past, I used to wake up, I used to eat a big breakfast, and I used to feel very, very tired after my breakfast, and I didn't really want to do anything. I felt kind of sluggish, and honestly, I just wanted to go back to bed. But now when I do intermittent fasting, I basically wait until like 1 or 2 p.m. before I eat my first meal. So when I sit down at my computer during my workday, I just feel a lot more focused. And there's a ton of studies on this as well, that if you don't eat and if you don't have any food in your stomach, it's kind of like your body become more focused and more tuned in a strange way. I don't know the science behind it, but I'm sure you can find a ton of different information about how intermittent fasting actually improves your focus and your brain. So for example, right now the clock is like 10 a.m. here in Sweden. I have not eaten any breakfast yet, and I'm not feeling hungry at all. I'm feeling super focused, and yeah, it's just a great feeling. And I think intermittent fasting might be something that feel a bit strange and a bit weird in the beginning. If you're used to eating a big breakfast and then you just stop, then your body and your stomach is probably gonna be hungry for that breakfast. But once you've done intermittent fasting for a longer period of time, it's not hard at all. I never feel hungry before I eat my first meal. So the first thing it helped me with was definitely to improve my focus. The second thing intermittent fasting helped me with was to increase my energy. So this one really goes hand in hand with the first point that I just talked about, which is focus. And yeah, I just have more energy as well in the morning when I haven't eaten yet. This has a ton of benefits in my life, but also in my business, as I just mentioned, that I can work easier, I can focus deeper, and I can get more work done. But it also gives me more energy to do other stuff, to walk my dog, to work out better, to improve my personal relationships so that I can feel happier and I can put up more positive energy than being sluggish and tired all the time. So having more energy has affected my life, my productivity, and my business in a ton of different ways. And it's kind of weird, right? We think that we're eating food in the morning because we want to get more energy, but really the truth is, and in my experience at least, is that if I eat a big breakfast, I'm just becoming more tired, and it's kind of stealing my energy. Because if you think about it, when you eat food and you put food into your body, what your body is doing is that it's going to allocate most of its energy to break this food down. So if you don't have any food in your stomach, then you can put more energy into your brain power essentially, and you can focus easier and you will feel more energized, you can produce higher quality content and higher quality work. However, one mistake that I did with intermittent fasting when I tried it for the first time was that I started to eat too little food, and I dropped a ton of weight. I got super lean. I actually lost quite a lot of muscle as well, so that wasn't good. So what I've learned over time is that if you implement intermittent fasting, you still have to know how many calories you should put into your body every single day. And there's a very simple way to calculate how many calories you should eat in a day. You just take your body weight in pounds, multiply it by 15, and that is the amount of maintenance calories that your body work if you just do nothing during a day. So even if you implement intermittent fasting, you still have to make sure that you eat enough food or that you don't eat too much food. Because if you do intermittent fasting and you fast until, let's say, 2 p.m., if you start to eat a ton of pizza, you're still gonna gain weight, right? So doing intermittent fasting is not by itself just gonna get you super lean and super strong. You still have to look over what you actually put into your body and what type of food that you eat. The third thing that I love about intermittent fasting, and this is probably the biggest one, is that it saves me a ton of time. So what do I mean by that? Well, when I wake up in the morning, I can just go straight out of bed, I can jump into the shower, I can walk my dog, I can do my meditation, my mindset, etc., etc. And then I can dive straight into deep work. So I don't have to fix a big breakfast and eat my oatmeal and a banana and drink coffee, which I don't do, but I don't have to fix a breakfast. So right there, it's saving me like 30 to 45 minutes. And it feels so good just to skip breakfast and just dive straight into deep work. And then I can push my first meal into the later of the day. So yeah, intermittent fasting has definitely helped me to save time, and this is what I love the most about intermittent fasting. Just be able to skip breakfast and just dive into the work instead. The fourth thing that intermittent fasting definitely helped me with was to become a lot leaner. But as I mentioned before, intermittent fasting in itself is not gonna make you leaner. You still have to be aware of how much food you eat during the day. So again, for example, if I implement intermittent fasting and I fast until 2 p.m., but I'm eating a ton of pizza and I'm eating like 5,000 calories every single day, I'm still gonna gain weight, right? But what I do now is that I implement intermittent fasting, and I also track how many calories that I eat every single day. And this goes back to the maintenance mode, right? So the amount of calories that my body burns on the maintenance mode is around 2,700 calories. So if I want to drop weight, I simply just eat around 400 calories less than my maintenance mode. So again, that's about 2,300 calories. So what I do every single day is that I implement my intermittent fasting, and then I eat 2,300 calories every single day. And what happens over time when I do that is that I just reduce the amount of fat. And I don't want to dive too much into this, because talking about this and how to lose fat and gain strength and gain muscle over time, that in itself is a whole video. I'm not an expert at that by any means at all, but I've definitely learned from some super skilled people that know a lot about intermittent fasting and losing fat while gaining strength, and I've done quite a lot of reading about it as well, and it's very interesting. And it's very simple as well. A lot of people complicate it, but if you want to get lean, you basically just have to figure out what your maintenance mode is. Then you just eat around 400 calories less than that. And if you do that and you implement intermittent fasting, you're just gonna drop fat over time. But it's also very important that you implement some type of strength training simultaneously as you do this. You still have to work out. And you also don't want to be in a deficit mode for longer periods of time. But if you just know what your maintenance mode is, you can just go on a deficit for like 3 to 4 months, you lose some fat, and then you can go back to your maintenance mode again. And then you can even do some lean bulking, as Greg O'Gallagher calls it, from Kinobody. And basically what you do when you do a lean bulk is that you eat a little bit more than your maintenance mode. So let's say my maintenance mode is 2,700 calories. If I want to do lean bulk, I can eat like 2,900 calories. But yeah, that's basically it. Doing intermittent fasting has definitely helped me to become a lot leaner. So let's just summarize this video. So we basically talked about how intermittent fasting helped me to improve my focus, improve my energy levels. It has also helped me to save a ton of time because I don't have to spend a ton of time eating breakfast in the morning. And intermittent fasting has also helped me to become a lot leaner. So losing fat while simultaneously regaining and even gaining strength over time. So hopefully you enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure to leave a like and leave a comment down below as well. And let me know if you've tried intermittent fasting. And if you have, what was your experience with it? Did you like it? Didn't you like it? Are you doing intermittent fasting right now? What has your results been? Please let me know. And also, if you enjoy content like this about entrepreneurship, productivity, and mindset, consider subscribing, and I hope to see you in the next video.